Hello, this topical Tuesday, February 7th, 2023. Steve Sipress here. And this entire area is completely abuzz. No real business lessons here I have, just sharing what's topical. And what's topical here in the Phoenix area is the Super Bowl. I think it's here once every few years. I think after we first moved here about, when was it? I don't know, 7 years ago or so. I think it was here soon after, so maybe once every 7 years or so. But man, this Super Bowl is just phenomenal for business in the area. Hotels are packed, all the rates are jacked sky high. I was at my senior softball game this morning, and one of my teammates told me we were all discussing all this stuff. People giving up their homes and getting 10, 15 grand for the week. In fact, I have a client who told me the other day he's flying in his private jet, and they want to charge him $1,000 a day to park it. He said, the heck with that. He's found something like 45 minutes south of here for 25 bucks a day, and he'll rent a car. He'll take an Uber. I mean, rental cars are through the roof, hotels through the roof. Someone told me today, a Motel 6, 500 bucks. Like, the tickets are thousands and thousands of dollars. This client of mine flying in on his jet, he told me he's rented a place that he got a deal because he knows somebody, only 5 grand for 3 nights, and then the tickets and the whatever, and he's in for like 15 grand, but he's a big Chiefs fan. So I found out that the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl. I don't know who they're playing, but I know the Chiefs are in it because he said he's a Chiefs fan and he's coming in for the game. And man, the whole city's going crazy. Hotels making tons of money, restaurants making tons of money, all the cabs, all the, I don't know if the Uber, increases their rates. They ought to, since the cabs will, all the rent-a-cars do. Everything's sold out, everything going crazy, parties all over the place. I just received my invitation to my second Super Bowl party, so I'll be going to at least one of them and having a blast with all the athletes and the entertainers. I haven't been to a party at a sports event with all the athletes and entertainers since I took my I guess you'd call them my customers, back when I ran the world's largest fantasy sports game company, and I used to have an annual meeting for my customers, and they would fly in from all over the country, and I had it one year in Miami, I think it was 1988 or so, at the NBA All-Star Weekend. And so it was just, I think it was a week or two after the Super Bowl, if I remember, because I remember meeting Ronnie Lott there. He had just recently finished the season. He was with the 49ers back then, and man, I think he had even played in the Super Bowl. He didn't have 1 ounce of fat anywhere near his body. He was a complete rock, and met all kinds of other players and athletes from all the different sports, and that's what it'll be like here on the. When I got the invitation, they were like, oh, so-and-so will be there, and so-and-so, and so-and-so. So it'll be a lot of fun, and I'll definitely go over to one of them, if not both. And man, this whole city is phenomenally abuzz. So that's it. I guess the only business lesson is if you, happen to be located in a city where there's a big event, and there's none bigger, I don't think, in the U.S. than the Super Bowl, although I'm not thinking straight right now, since I just said that off the top of my head. I'm sure there's other events going on, but Super Bowl's a pretty big one, and it's, I think, at least a week long of festivities and parties and activities and dinners and you name it. And it's just big money to local area and big money to any businesses that are smart enough to capitalize on it. I talked about this, I think, last Topical Tuesday, possibly it was, that you can capitalize in your business no matter where you are by just talking about the Super Bowl. So obviously, if you're in Kansas City or anywhere in Kansas or anywhere there's Chief fans, and anywhere in whatever the other city is, and here in Phoenix, everyone's all abuzz about the Super Bowl, but all over the country, people are going crazy over the Super Bowl. They'll be probably, last time I had anything to do with following the NFL, there was like 100 million people who watched the game. So it's almost, I remember there were calls for it to be like a national holiday. Everyone gets to show up at work late the next day or not show up the next day because people are partying. Take advantage in your messaging, your marketing. Have a Super Bowl special. Have say I'll give X% off the number of touchdowns. That's the percentage off. Or if they do this, you get a free that. Mattress Mac, famous Mattress Mac, brilliant entrepreneur from Houston. was doing that when the Houston Astros were in the Baseball World Series. He was saying, "I'll give everyone, all your purchases for the week up until the World Series will be free if the Astros win the World Series," stuff like that. So there's all kinds of things you can do around holiday marketing, event marketing, if you want help with it, and brainstorming some ideas for your particular business. Go to mymilliondollarad.com while I help you to put together a winning ad, winning marketing for your business. You can get on my calendar, and I'll give you some advice not only on your ad, but on anything else that can help you make some money. mymilliondollarad.com. And right now, at least for the next few days, maybe a day or two after, you can do some fancy schmancy Super Bowl stuff. And then after this, there's going to be another holiday and another and another. So this is something you always want to do. Is Robert Collier, it's called the Robert Collier Principle. He came up with a saying almost 100 years ago. You want to enter the conversation already going on in your prospect's mind. Right now, the conversation going on in people's minds, especially here in Phoenix, Scottsdale area, is the Super Bowl. Anyway, that'll do it for Topical Tuesday, February 7th, 2023. Thanks for being here with me today or watching on the replay. And I'll be back with you again tomorrow, where I'll give you some ideas on how to make money on the internet on World Wide Web Wednesday. I'll catch you then. Over and out.